Dirty School of Skate, negative self-talk, take one.
Hey skaters, I'm Dirty Deborah Harry with the Dirty School of Skate and Sugar Roller Skates. I'm here at the Fountain Valley Skating Center today to talk to you about negative self-talk. Today's video is brought to you by wickedskatewear.com, where you can find everything you need for skating, so don't hesitate to get online and call them up or go down and visit their store in Huntington Beach, California. The gals there, Strychnine and Kat, will take good care of you. All right, skaters, so today I thought this topic would be most important because so many new skaters have ventured into the world of skating and are learning. Also, so many intermediate skaters or even advanced skaters, as they're trying to improve, wrestle with negative self-talk. So, from my experience of teaching literally thousands of people how to skate, I have run across some very common instances where negative self-talk really hinders the progress of a skater. So we're going to break it down a little bit, and I'm going to give you some strategies today on how to deal with negative self-talk. Let's go. All right, skaters, so often I'm getting ready to teach a lesson or I'm skating out at session and I come across a skater and I'm just meeting them or we're just getting to know each other, and they tell me right off the bat how bad they are at skating. They tell me how much they suck. I mean, right off the bat, it's like just leading with their weakness right away. I'm like, hi, I'm Dirty Deborah Harry, hey. And they're like, I suck at skating. And I'm horrible, I can't do anything. And I think to myself, do they understand exactly what it is they're saying? Do they understand the damage that you can do to your own psyche with actually uttering those words out loud and putting them out there into the universe? Do they realize how they are hindering their own growth in skating by saying things like, I suck, I can't do it, I've never been able to do it, I don't know why I'm doing it, I'm just not good. When in reality, none of those statements are true. But when you say them out loud to someone else and you say them with that sort of conviction, you can actually alter your own reality and make these things true. This kind of negative self-talk hinders your progress in skating to a level that I cannot even impress upon. I need you to not speak to yourself negatively. But we can all say, well, just don't say that. Just don't say that. Or replace it with the, I'm really great. I'm super good at all of this. I'm the greatest skater ever, which also is untrue. Okay? I want us to think about it a little bit differently. The way in which you talk to yourself and make statements to yourself about yourself, I want you to imagine that you would turn to the person that you are skating next to, a friend, family member, perfect stranger, and I want you to imagine uttering those words to that person. So when you're skating along and you're struggling and you're telling yourself, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this, I just suck so bad. I want you to imagine actually looking at someone else, really turning to them, looking straight at them and being like, hey, maybe you have to get their attention. Did you know how much you suck at this? I don't even know why you're doing this. You're the worst. You're never gonna get good at this. Could you imagine that? No. You can't. You are a decent person. You would never do that. But you will turn those words on yourself in a flash. You will do it multiple times over and over. And then you wonder why skating has become anxiety-ridden or something that you just don't think is ever going to be a real positive in your life. This is when you start looking at other skaters and wondering to yourself, how is it they've gotten so good? Why do they seem to not have any of these issues that I have? So, now that we both kind of understand what it is about the negative self-talk, let's work on strategies to get around this, to combat it, because it's not good enough to just say, stop doing that. We've already touched on the first part, which is I want you to actually imagine you as a decent human being looking at someone else and saying those negative words straight to them. You know you wouldn't do that, so now every single time you start speaking to yourself in a negative manner, I want you to stop and acknowledge the fact that you wouldn't say it to others, so you're not going to say it to yourself, because in reality it is not true. In reality, you are a beginner skater, and I want you, as your first step to combat negative self-talk, is to embrace your status as a beginner. It is perfectly fine to be at the start of a journey. That's what a beginner is. In every single sport you do, in every artistic endeavor you embark upon, you're a beginner. This is just when we're just a baby at a sport. We're just figuring things out. It is supposed to be difficult. It's not supposed to be easy, okay? So I need you in, the simplest terms, cut yourself some slack, okay? Understand that skating is difficult. It's going to take you training your brain, your body, and your soul at the same time. This is not easy. Here's the other challenge with skating is there is definitely a fear factor involved. In a lot of other sports, you don't have the immediacy of the possibility of getting injured. In skating, we have that all the time. Constantly thinking, God, I don't want to get injured. I don't want to get injured. I don't want to get injured. Of course you don't. No one wants you to get injured. So I need you to acknowledge your status as a beginner. Really, really, really focus on the skills, the essential skating skills that you need to master as a beginner. Then, when someone says to you, hey, how's that skating thing going? You still skating? Are you still roller skating? I don't want you to answer with, yes, but I am not any good. I suck. I'm having a really hard time. I just don't think I'm ever going to get it. I need you to stop that altogether. You need to really understand the importance of your own words and the things you say and how they affect you. So the next time someone asks you how your skating's going, I need you to say, oh, dude, I'm a beginner skater. With that coming all those challenges, sometimes it's good days, sometimes it's bad, but I'm a beginner and I keep hammering at it and I really, really, really think I'm gonna get better. Okay? Have fun with it. Have a sense of humor about it. You're a beginner. It's okay. Everyone has been there. This is the crucial point in your development as a skater where you can either move forward or quit. You are not quitting. Embrace your status as a beginner skater. I'm a beginner skater. I'm loving it. I'm having a good time. Sometimes it's super frustrating because I can't do certain things. But I'm getting out there as much as I can and I'm trying real hard. Second thing, when you talk about very specific skills that you can't do, this is one that gets me all the time. I get this a lot. This is such a lie. I suck at balance. I have terrible balance. And I go, ooh, what do you mean you have terrible balance? You have terrible balance skating? Well, this is a specific balance skill. If you sucked at balancing as a general thing, you wouldn't be able to walk. The actual act of walking is off balance, catch yourself, off balance, catch yourself. That movement of walking is a constant unbalanced balance, unbalanced balance. That's how you walk forward. If you were horrible with balance, you would not be able to walk. You would literally be falling hundreds of times a day. The skill of balance in skating is learned and developed. So let's say you're having problems with transitions, which is really common. The act of turning forward to back or back to forward. And people tell me all the time, I'm really, really bad at transitions. I suck at transitions. I've watched all your videos. I've tried and I just can't get it. Let's reframe it. Why don't we say instead of I suck at this, why don't we say, hey, I'm working on transitions. I find it super challenging. I understand that I need to use my edges and transfer my body weight, but I'm having difficulty getting my mind and body synced up together and moving towards that goal of being able to do it with fluidity. But I keep practicing because I know I'm gonna get it. Now, maybe the person who you're having this conversation with doesn't even want to hear all that. They don't need you to go into a full dissertation. They just wanted to know how it was going. I don't care, because you are never, from this point on, going to talk to someone else and tell them how bad you are at something, how much you suck, and how you're never going to get it. Stop saying those words out loud. Speak the truth. I'm trying It's difficult, but I'm gonna keep practicing and I'm gonna get it. That is the truth. You generally saying, I suck, I have bad balance, I can't do that, is a lie. It's a lie you're telling to yourself, and then you're putting it out in the universe to bounce around and come back to you. That's not good. All right, skaters? Every single one of us, as we start off in our journey of skating, we are writing our own story. What is your story in skating going to be? Please remember that skating is the journey of self-discovery through movement of our body. And it's going to change. The journey will take you down many different roads, especially as you age, to change the way you skate. I don't want you to miss out on all the amazing things you're going to learn about yourself, all the incredible people you're going to meet, and all the amazing places you'll go through skating. I don't want you to quit. It's easy to be negative. In order for us to be positive and grow, we have to actually think. We have to think, and we have to process, and we have to analyze. We just say, it's super easy for me to say, oh, I just suck at that. I can't do those, I can't skate backwards. You know what's harder? Understanding that I have to watch some videos. I have to arm myself with knowledge. I have to consistently practice. Then I have to let go of fear. And then I have to infuse myself into this movement in front of other people. All of that is difficult. And I want you to be able to look back at this difficult time and be able to come back and say, years from now, oh, I remember when I used to struggle with backward skater and it was so difficult for me and I used to just beat myself up because I wasn't making the progress that I thought I should. But look at me now, okay? All right, skaters, I hope this has helped you immensely. You have no idea. I really, really want us as a group to help each other, encourage each other, and develop a humongous community of skaters. Wouldn't that be great? All right, skaters. So that's it. I think I've blabbed long enough. Hopefully you've stuck around. If you guys would like to communicate with me more, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram under Dirty Deborah Harry. Also, oh, I got merch. So under the store section and right below the video will be all t-shirts and stickers, people requesting them. So I got my girl Xanadu to do some really cool artwork, and we've got t-shirts. So if you'd like to support the channel, many people contact me direct and ask me how can we support the channel? Buy merch. That would be great. I would just really, really, really be so grateful. You have no idea. As always, you know what I need you to do. Go practice.